Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Today is Sunday, the 27th of October, 2024. How are you all doing? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just say hi in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me. Welcome. Astro salutes. So we've been talking about love is blind, love is blind, love is blind. So for those of you who don't know what Love is Blind is all about, it's a reality TV show. And the whole of this experiment is based on the premise that love is blind. That for you to love someone, you don't need to physically see them. So the things that usually attract you to that person, they are completely removed. Number one, physical looks. Yeah. So you don't see the person. You talk to them in a pod where you only converse through a wall. Okay. Oh my goodness. So they started this experiment 7 years ago. This is season 7, right? And yeah, it's been a hit and miss, to be honest. I won't say it's a I think the first one was probably more successful, and over the years it's just been, I don't know. A lot of people are complaining that this season 7, which is the US one, because they have the UK one now. They have the Australia one, they have the Mexican, they have the Habibi one. Ugh, there are so many. If you go on Netflix, you see they have like the playlist of Love is Blind. Yeah. So the basic premise, or the why they even came up with this show, is to find out if it's possible to fall in love on an emotional level without seeing the usual things that people look at. So when you go into any place like a bar, restaurant, church, anywhere, gym, the first thing for most brothers that want to approach a woman is they like what they see, right? Men usually, their eyes, they are very, they look with their eyes, and when they see what they like before they will approach, right? Uh-huh. But in this experiment, you can't see the woman at all. Nobody can see anybody. So they bring a couple of men and women to this pod where they talk to one another through a wall. You don't see each other, but you hear each other. So they get to learn about one another. You share your life experiences and all that, and see if you can fall in love. It's worked for a few people. How many of you watched the first season? I think it was the first season that Cameroon. How many of you remember loving Cameroon? Cece, where are you? Are you here? Cameroon and Laura fell in love in Love is Blind, and they are still married. I don't know if it's the first season, but it's one of those seasons. I'm not sure which one of the editions it was. Anyway, this year, this season 7 is the one we're talking about. So uh we just want to talk about the lessons. First of all, I want to ask you guys in the comment section, Adana, and those of you who are Love is Blind fans, do you actually think that love is blind? I mean, from what you've seen in the experiment, do you think love is blind? Because I don't know, I'm slightly ambivalent about this. I don't know if love is truly blind, because you see, let me use an example, right? So that you can understand what I'm saying. Welcome everybody. If you are just joining, we are talking about love is blind. Is love really blind though? I don't know. Let's use the example of Hannah. Hannah is one person that a lot of people, they had a lot to say about her. Why is it not coming on? People had a lot to say about Hannah. Oh, Hannah. Emma Gbami, oh. This is Hannah. Hannah and Nick, let's use the example. And Hannah is saying, Steven and Tyler are the men with two brains needs to be dodged. Okay. So the argument is love truly blind? mean, can you love? First of all, let me say this. This is a TV show, right? So whenever they are casting, they will always cast all these people that are always good looking. They have a certain appeal. They cast people. Some people have said that they DM them, like that Steven that you're talking about now, Dana. Steven's people like Steven, they find them on Instagram. I've never seen anybody that is I think the biggest girl I've ever seen on Love is Blind is Hannah. Yeah. Hannah is like the big girl that we've seen, like in terms, I'm talking about physical size. I've not seen a plus size man. I've not seen, it's always people that are, they look good. So I'm thinking, if love is really blind, the average Joe on the street doesn't look like this. Why don't you guys cast people who actually look like everyday people? Let's find out if love is really blind. Hmm? But they cast these people that look aesthetically pleasing, well put together. They have good jobs. Okay, well, some of them are not too good jobs, but they always look good. I've not seen anybody that is overweight or big, or let me say plus size. Okay, so the question they always ask is love truly blind? Is love truly blind? Is love blind? Let me ask you. This said love is not blind. With the way we human beings don't love unconditionally. And we always love with our senses. That's the thing, D. It's not even about the unconditional love because love, there's a thin line between love and what is not love. There's a very thin line. The main thing is we love with our senses. Nobody loves and say, oh, no, I'm not looking at you. I'm not seeing you. If love was blind, how come women are always looking for tall, dark, and handsome? Hmm? How come my gender is always first thing? You need to be tall. You know, how come you don't like short men if love is blind? Hmm? Sissy say love is not blind. Okay. Tina say as for me, my own love is not blind at all. Oh dear. Your love is not blind. Okay. Who thinks love is blind here? Love get eye. Love has all the five senses, Jare. Let's not deceive ourselves. I don't believe that love is blind. No. If you're in love, you can choose to close your eyes to some things. That's a different thing. The love is blind. No, really. Okay, I was saying about Nick. This is Nick, for those of you who don't know the show. This guy here is called Nick. And in this season, he's the one that suffered the most, in my opinion, because unfortunately, he got matched with a woman that was completely unsuitable for him. Okay, so in the pods is a different thing. They are all in their feelings. They are talking about their life, their experiences. I mean, the person that cried the most in the pods this season 7, and we're talking about the American Love is Blind, is Tyler. Let me put the picture, then I'll come back to Hannah and Nick. This guy called Tyler could not stop crying. I said, Egbami, kilo shele. He was crying and crying and crying about how much he was feeling. How he's never felt this way. How he did. This boy cried so much. I said, Kilo day. Did somebody buy? At the end of the day, Lori, all that cry that Tyler was crying. I said Tyler had this gigantic life that he was hiding. We'll come to Tyler. Hold on. Let me finish the point I was making about Nick before I forget. So I'm asking, is love blind? Do you guys believe that love is blind? Like you can just love anybody. It's their soul. We don't see their physical appearance. We don't see their build, their stature. We don't see their color. We don't see their hair. For men, you don't look at the ass. You're not looking at the boobs. You just love their soul, their spirituality, their energy. That's what you connect with. Hmm? You just connect with that inner person. Lórí irọ́, big irọ́. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that love is blind. Mm, yes. So Nick, this is Nick. Let me talk about Nick first. Nick got connected in the pod with Hannah. This is Nick and Hannah. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Hannah. Hannah is like the most hated person on that show this season. Do you know why? People are going, they are like really dragging Hannah because she was not nice. Yeah. You know how we always say kindness, kindness. It is in action that you see these things. It's not always people saying, she said, oh, I'm a fun. I'm fun. See, I'm fun. I have a fun side. Hannah is the most hated girl on this show. Do you know why? She's not a kind person. She was absolutely horrible to this guy. So Nick lives with his parents. Not with his parents. He lives in the basement of his parents' house. He's an estate agent and he kind of lived a very sheltered and pampered life. Whereby Hannah was kicked out, according to her, her parents kicked her out when she was 18. I don't know what she did, but she said she was kicked out and she's always fended for herself. I have a little bit of empathy for her with regards to how life has been very difficult for her. Because if you kick an 18-year-old child out of your home as a parent, it's not easy. So she's kind of had to build herself, work hard, pay her own bills. I don't know what she did or how her parents, why they kicked her out. So because of that, she's very, very hard. Everything to her, she sees it in the lens of, accomplishment. What do you do? How much do you earn? What are your responsibilities? That's the question she actually she asked Nick that question. Say, what are your responsibility in life? Nick was looking like a puppy that they poured water. Nick, Nick, that the parents fault. This guy does not pay rent. He does not pay anything. Even his parents take care of his cat. Abi, is it dog that he has? And Hannah was like, what are your responsibility in life? Oh, I felt sorry for Nick. Nick is very sweet, but it's not made for this kind of women that are so tough. She's in her masculine energy. You know, when men talk about how women can be in their masculine energy, that's Anna. Hannah is the definition of masculine energy. She completely emasculated Nick. Because Nick is just this, soft life. Parents are okay. They look after him. He doesn't have a lot of responsibility. But he feels like he's come to a point in life now where he wants to to be serious with his life, to get married. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. I'll be right back. Give us a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you. If you've not liked, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video. Give us a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Patrick Ekrolesa. Patrick said, Auntie B, love is blind with a walking stick to walk away. Absolutely. You're right, sir. Ekrole, welcome. Hey. So, anyway, so this was completely it was not a good match. But the thing that made me sad about this whole situation was the fact that it was still Hannah with all her drama, her chaos, and her very negative energy and everything that broke up with Nick. So that one, I felt it wasn't bad. So if you want to see an example of when men talk about women being in their masculine energy, please go and take a look at Hannah. Hannah was completely in her masculine energy. She was so, I've not seen anything like that. Everything to her. It's like going to a job interview. She's always she doesn't relax. She'll be like, I don't need to tell you to take the bin out. You should know what to take the bin out. Yeah, I need to know. I spend $300 for shopping every month, every week. She's always like, chill. It's not work. This is love. Relax. Yeah, so yeah, that was yeah. Nick got he got the worst. He got the worst. She really really okay. There was an incident that happened when they were in Mexico. They were in the beach, and Nick wanted to ride one of these docks, wooden docks in the by the sea, by the beach. And Hannah didn't want to do it, and he went to do it. And this other woman came and was just riding with him and playing with him. I didn't see it. I also think that Hannah is insecure. She says she has insecurity about her weight, but I think she's insecure too in her relationship because the way she reacted when Nick wrote that doc, and the woman was like, they were just playing. There was nothing to it. She got so offended. It's disrespectful. Why are you playing with another woman and you allowed her to come there? I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah. I thought she was very insecure and she was very mean. She was completely in her masculine energy. And yeah. That's lesson number one. When they talk about energy is real. It's the way you present, how you talk to people, your attitude, all these things is what comprises your energy. Mm. Sissy say Hannah is very insecure. She uses the meanness as a defense mechanism because people come for her. Yeah, she's very mean. She's mean, oh. You know that part when she said, "What are your responsibilities in life?" I was like, "Wow, this woman, calm down now. Eh? You should be calming down. What is it? Somebody wants to marry you and asking." See, sometimes, ladies, it's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. Okay, you don't need to be no, it's how you say it. How you going to hold pen and paper and you're asking a man, what are your responsibilities in life? It would be like if it's a black man. Nick was actually very gracious. He was kind and sweet, even though you can say Nick was he's not ready for marriage. Let me just put it that way, because he can't boil water. He cannot boil water. The parents spoiled him, so he's definitely not ready for marriage. Or maybe he's ready for marriage for a certain kind of woman. The traditional woman who is very feminine. Yes, that kind of woman will be good for Nick. But for a woman like Hannah that is so, she's tough. She's like hard, very hardened. She's experienced life in a very tough way. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. Sissy said, Auntie B, I disagree. She has every right to ask him that question because why the hell is he there to marry someone when he can't even take care of himself? No. Yeah, she has the right to ask him that, Sissy. Like I said, it's not about asking him, it's about how. How will you feel if somebody has a notepad and pen, faces you with this mean face and start asking you question? It feels like an interview. These are conversations that you can have, but you don't need to go about it that way. That's why I said it's not about the question, it's about how she went about it. She didn't go about it in a loving way. That's why I say she's not kind. She went about it in a very harsh, and like she feels superior in a kind of way, because like, I've been taking care of myself, I've been doing this, I pay my own bills, I do this. She's her delivery is she's not a kind person. Yeah. It was like meeting. Yes, it was like meeting. It's not the question, it's about how she asked. Yeah. You should definitely do your homework and ask those questions, but don't interview a man like that. That's lesson number one. If he's an African man, he will not even stay there long enough. He would have ran away. Now let's talk about Tim and Alex. This is the way I feel about Tim and Alex. Tim, I don't know. This guy in the pod, it's like he was a different person. This is why I'm telling you guys that this love is blind thing. I don't know. I don't know. Love is not really blind because when they were in the pod, everything was sweet. But when they started living together, sharing the same space, and that is the test of any relationship. When you are in my face, I'm in your face. I want to see your habits. I want to see how you talk. I want to see how you clean after yourself or look after yourself or don't look after our environment, our nuclear, our flat or house or wherever. Yeah, that's the real test. Mm? But Tim, I don't know. Bigwe said something is off about him. I didn't quite get him. In the past, he was so nice to Alice. He gave her a bracelet that he said belonged to one of his sisters. He's lost two sisters. He was so teary. He was saying how he connected with Alex and everything. Then outside the pot. But something happened in Mexico, which Netflix didn't show us. The producers of that show cut out that bit. They had an argument in Mexico. And I don't know what happened. And everything changed from there. Oh, it's the way he said it to her when it was going to end. It was like, there is no way in the world I can see myself marrying you. That was cold. This was somebody 2 days earlier reading a letter that he had written to Alex in the pod to the father saying, "Oh, I love you. I want to look after you. I want to do this. I want to do that." How did that change within 2 days? All what he had to say was that my parents came and you went to sleep. I don't know. This guy, for me, he was giving me some narcissist vibes, honestly. But for Alex, for Alex, I don't know. Alex, I can't read her. I don't know. I can't read her. I think she was very critical. So the kind of man that Tim is, he's the kind of man that needs a woman that will praise him, laugh at his jokes, even though they are not funny and things like that. But Alex was too critical with him. They went to a shop to go and get a hat. She was like, no, you can't get this. No, you can't get it. He make Joseph like, no, 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 no. Like she's not feeling him. And she has this kind of demeanor that is so, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Her expression is just so, I don't know. I can't read. Alex is just somebody she's not an emotional kind of girl. I don't think she's an emotional kind of girl. So her emotions are kind of just off. She's just her body language is kind of like she's not interested. Even her eyes are so dull, and she'll be like, I need to take my naps." Are you 60? Why do you need to take naps when your in-laws are visiting? In an African home, that is a deal breaker. Your mother-in-law and father-in-law visit you for the first time. You went and napped. Ha. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was something off about this too. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. She was always looking so bland. I don't know if anybody noticed. She was always looking so zoned out, like she wasn't there. You know, when you are falling in love, there's a way. Look at Ashley. You will see the way Ashley's expression is. You know, whenever she's talking to Tyler, she's always happy, she's bubbly, her body language is so positive. But with Alex, I don't see anything. It's like, I don't know. She said she loves him, she's in love, she was crying and all that, but I don't know. There was something about her body language that I was not feeling. It was just too, it wasn't there. There was something not there. Adana, did you notice that there was just something like her expression was so her eyes were so vacant. Her eyes, her body, everything about her was just so. I thought I was the only one that noticed it. Adana said she's a beautiful girl, but not something is off with her. And the way her place looked too so untidy, she might be going through something. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that. You're taking a man home to your house and your house is upside down. If you cannot even look after yourself as a single woman, like in terms of maintaining your home environment. Come on now. When you have a husband and children, what are you gonna do? Her house was a mess. Clothes upon clothes upon clothes upon clothes upon clothes. And that was it was a red flag as far as I'm concerned. hmm It was a red flag, complete red flag. Yeah. So that was Alex, and they didn't make it to the altar. Tim and Alex. But I think Tim was very deceptive in that 2 days earlier he went to the father, and the father was gracious, even though he has a disability. He still came on the show, and he read that letter. The father was so teary, and then 2 days later you are breaking off just like that. Love is not blind, my people. Go blind can. Yeah, I don't think love is blind. At least if you see what happened between Tim and Alex, yeah, love is not blind. Tim has a very, very high standard of the kind of expectation that he wants from the woman he wants to marry. Alex did not match them at all. She didn't. Bumi said Tim needs to heal too. Losing two sisters was traumatic for him. I think he's trying to fill that sisterly gap with Alex or any girl he meets in the future. Yeah. The way he broke up with her was very, very mean. I didn't like it. But there's no good way to break up, is there? Who should we talk about? Let's talk about Ramsey. Okay, Ramses and Marissa. These two were the most chaotic in the show. Marissa and Ramses, they were very, very chaotic. Marissa is this person that say, I love her. She talks really fast. If I say Ngozi talks fast, this one, it's like they put hot coal in her mouth the way she talks. She talks so fast. And first of all, I think she's a very sweet girl. Yeah, very sweet, very, very outspoken. She knows what she wants. She's been in the military. She knows what she wants and everything. But personally, I think she should have chosen that other white guy that was interested in her. She had too much that she liked. I think that other white guy should have given her more grace. But she chose this guy, Ramses, who is from Venezuela, and had a problem with the fact that she had a military background. If you're saying that, oh, what the US government has done in my country, you working in the army, I don't like it because of what the army represents, then, you should have had that conversation in the pods. I don't think she should have ended up with this guy. Because this guy, number one, I don't think he's straight. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. I don't think Ramses is straight. And if you read the comments on Love is Blind on Instagram, you'll see that some people that have Ojugo, me, I didn't see it though, but some people that have Ojugo said that he was wearing G string the day he broke up with Marissa. Why is a man wearing G string? It's just the way he's very feminine. I know he said this is my definition of masculinity, but I think he's not straight. Personally, I just see him like somebody that is not. He's gay, yeah, but he's just not ready yet to own up to the fact that yeah, maybe he doesn't like women, he's into men. That's the way I see it. hmm hmm So he ended up breaking up with Marissa 2 days to the wedding. hmm Um, and Marissa cried. The people that how many of you saw when Marissa took him to go and meet her mom? The mom is another. She's a Dracula. When you hear Dracula, she's like, if you hurt my daughter, I'm gonna cut your balls off. He did though. Yeah. I wish she chose the white guy. The white guy, I can't remember his name, but I think the white guy would have given her more grace. She wanted to get married. You know, she's somebody that wears her heart on her sleeve. That's Marissa. She's very, very open. She was the first person that was talking in Mexico about how they were sleeping together and everything. When the other people like didn't want to talk about it. People like Nick didn't want to talk about it. But Marissa was like, oh, we did it over and over again. We did it. She's like a gypsy. Yeah. Bimila say I like Marissa. I like Ramses and Marissa. But I question anyone that has previously been married coming to the show, this type of show. From my perspective, the divorced person needs more time before getting married. Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the white guy being paid. There was nothing off about him. He has a military background like her, so they have things in common, and he really liked her. She broke his heart. She should have chosen him. She would have been getting married. Now instead, she chose this the guy from Venezuela who didn't want to get married. He's been married before. He's broke. He doesn't even have money. That's when the mother was saying, you have to sign a prenup. People were like, she doesn't have money too. She's studying to be a lawyer. What is prenup for? You're going to sign prenup for student loans? The mother is a rascal. When you hear, she reminds me of Mama G in Nollywood. Mm. Marissa's mother, yeah, Jesus. Yeah, yeah. He was against her career as a military person. He had so many problems with so many things about her. Yeah. No, the way he broke up with her was completely mean. But again, if you want to look at it on the positive side, thank God because the marriage will not have lasted. And that's why even for Nick and Hannah, yeah, Nick D, it was good they broke up. Okay, who else is next? Let's talk about, okay, we'll talk about Steven and Monica. We don't have a lot of Love is Blind. Love is Blind. This is the lowest number I've ever seen on my live stream. Kilo day. I'm never doing this again. 151. Usually we'll have 500 by now. Oh my goodness. People don't watch Love is Blind. Okay. We're not doing it again. This is it. Okay. No, the white guy was okay. I think the white guy was okay. Would have been better because they had a lot in common. Mm. That guy is no. Ramses was. This is Steven and Monica. Look at this guy, as white as he is. He told us on the show that he's a quarter black. Half of his quarter black is from Nigeria and where did he say it's from? Is it Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast? That he did ancestries. Actually, they find out that he's quarter black. First of all, love is not blind because a lot of the people they bring on the show don't even want to get married. This guy called Steven is the meanest of all of them. He came on the show. He didn't want to get married. This is Monica that is already 33 or thereabouts and completely fooled her. He proposed to her. Now you have a fiance. And let's not forget that he doesn't have money. He's broke. Oh. And she is doing very well for herself. Doing much more better. She even dated down to be with him. What they will keep telling you about dating down? It has consequences. But look at him. Do you know what he did? He left her to go and cheat while they were engaged. He left her to go and cheat on her, even though she was footing his bills. Yeah. There's something completely off about him. The only thing that helped me about this one is that Monica is already in her 30s. She really wants to get married. She's in a good place. She said all her friends are married. These are the people that really went there because they wanted to find love. And this Mongo Park called Steven totally wasted her time. Don't call him Oluwa Steven Adanna because now you are making him seem like a God's child. He's a devil's incarnate. So Oluwa Steven is not for him. No. What he did her dirty, and that was so wrong. I just feel that Monica will find her person from this show, that somebody who really genuinely will love her and give her what she wants to come forward. Now we come to the grand finale. The grand finale of this series is called Tyler and Ashley. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What can I say? Ashley's father is Nigerian. I think he's a Yoruba man. And here is a Yoruba demon. He was on the show, and all the women they were feeling him because he looked so good with his beard and everything. Ah, but did you see what happened at the wedding? Ashley said my mother was the one that did the heavy lifting. So I've come to have a relationship with my dad now, but my mom did all the heavy lifting. Her mother is African American. The father is Yoruba. Is a Nigerian. Yeah, is he Edo? He's from Edo, not Yoruba. Yeah, you can tell that it's just a nah. It's not the kind of Nigerians that were. He's a Yoruba demon. Mm. Anyway, Ashley, oh, the sweetest of all of them. Very, 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 very sweet. Mm. Loving girl. Very, very loving, sweet girl. Met this guy. And then we thought their love was so pure because love is blind. Only for us to come and be finding out, Tyler is a father of three whole children. Hey, ọkùnrin, ọkùnrin, ṣọ́ra fọ́kùnrin o, ọkùnrin. They will say ṣọ́ra fọ́bìnrin, but no, ṣọ́ra fọ́kùnrin. Ṣọ́ra fọ́kùnrin. Jesus is Lord.
Hey, mo gbé ọkùnrin.
Ọkùnrin, ọkùnrin,
Hey, mo gbé ọkùnrin.
ọkùnrin. This is serious ọkùnrin, ọkùnrin show. Sisterhood. Let me tell you something tonight. You see this our brotherhood? They can lie. Chai! They can lie. They can lie. Brotherhood can lie too much. The lies. Erotic you. Kai! Me, like this, as a lover girl, and I love love. I was rooting for them. I was like, go Tyler. Tyler will cry, 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 cry. I say, kilo day. Ṣé yàn kan ló kó ni? Why tó fi ń sunkún báyìí? Tyler will cry, cry. Ashley, I love you so much. I love you so much. Praying. He will hold her hand and be praying. From the pods to Mexico to living in DC. This guy was hiding a big secret. That he has fathered three whole children. He didn't tell her. He didn't tell her until marriage was already, they've even met the in-laws before he now said, I have to tell you that I donated to a gay couple, one of my friends, I donated for them to be parents. Only for us to find out that Tyler did not donate nothing. He was servicing one of the so-called. Then the baby mama came out, the so-called friend. Her name is Bree. She's my namesake. Bree came out and told us all the deaths. Tyler and him were having a relationship that even the day before he went on the show, he was in her house. He saw the kids. They have three children. And they even talked about him inviting the children and Bree to the wedding. You kept all this. That's low. That's so low. So later when he now told her she was already hooked, she was in love with him. Why do men lie like that? Why do you keep something so gigantic like that? Apparently he's owing a lot of child support now. Why do you lead people on? It's not nice. These are things that are heartbreaking. Somebody loves you, you lie. You don't tell them the whole picture. Then last minute they will find out that you are a father of three children. How come? How? I thought I'm single, you are single, we are looking for love, we want to marry, we matched. Only for me to find out you are Baba. So a lot of people didn't want them to get married, but they did get married. She married him. Yes. Sis is shouting in the comment section. And she still married him, yes. Do you know why? Because she was already in love with him at that point. He literally told her, after everything they've been through, they went zip, what did they call it? Jumping from plane. What did they call it? He hid it. But she was already hooked. She was hooked. She was like, no, I don't think I can ever get a man like this. He's not a sperm donor. He was not a sperm donor, film girl. The baby mama came out and told us the whole story. He's not a sperm donor. They had a relationship. Actually, he knocked her and she got pregnant for the twins. Even the first one, he's not a baby donor. No, no, Tyler, no try for my hand. I was really rooting for them, but the lie was too much. And this is me. I'm like, if you lie about this, what else are you lying about? Because I'm all about, if there's no trust, for me, there's no relationship. And if you have lied about having three whole human beings that you brought into this world, then what else are you lying about? How can you trust somebody like that? That's why Sissy is saying, and she still married him. She was already in love. You know how they say loving eyes does not see? No, I can't even blame her for marrying him. She thought she was already in love. It was too late. And you know what? That was very, very calculative on Tyler's part. He knew. He waited until until Ashley was already hooked. Mhm. Ashley was hooked. She was so in love with him. She was like, "Oh, I never knew I'd find a black man like this, whatever, whatever." And then he dropped that information. He's not a baby. He's not. He didn't don. He didn't just donate his sperm. He slept with Brie. Brie said we have a relationship. There are pictures if you go to TikTok. Pictures. And then he lied about when Ashley asked him and said, if the children see you, would they know you? He said, no. Lori Hiro. Ah, Brother Patrick, I'm not binu, but your gender can lie. Aye, Jesus. I rest my case, Jerry. Kosorambe. Rabbi said, Auntie B, why are you calling brothers out? Lying for some men is a defense mechanism. No, this brotherhood, you people can lie. That lie was too much. Mm. Yes, Ngozi said he lied because the truth will not give him the outcome he wants. The reason why most men lie. That's not an excuse. Do you know what? Let me tell you something. If he had told Ashley in the pods that he has three children, she would have still agreed because she liked him. Remember, they didn't see each other. They were just, connecting on an emotional level. She would have agreed. So why lie? So let's flip it now. If it's a woman that lied like that, babe, I have three children, and you find out, will the brotherhood still be there? Brothers, will you marry a woman who lied about having three children, and you find out a week to the wedding, babe, she has three children? Will you go ahead with the wedding? We know the answer already, Jerry. Mm. Let's not deceive ourselves, Jerry. Okay, that's all I have to say. So the relationship lessons in Love is Blind season 7 is that brotherhood can lie. Sisters, make sure that you see the evidence. These lies, there are too many. And also, you have to be very, very careful. You can never be too careful. Yeah, protect yourself. Do you see how Ramses or whatever is called, that guy from Venezuela, very annoying person like that, said that he didn't want to have children. But when Marissa said use protection, he didn't want it. Can you imagine? You don't want kids. Okay, how do we, have, relations without having kids? Use protection. He didn't want it. Sissy said, Bree's ex-wife has come forward. She said that they've been sleeping together behind her back. She lied that she suddenly got pregnant when she was out of town. Yeah. I think they had a relationship. Bree said it now. Bree, I saw the videos where she literally put everything out there. They said Tyler is owing child support of over 30 grand. Ashley, I hope you know, Kwe, that man that you married, you're inheriting his debt, his base. Are you ready to be paying child support for children that are not your own? Sis, I don't know. You don't deserve this. Honestly, it's painful. Let's not justify the lies. The lies are lies. Lies are wrong. And if you want to know how it feels, flip it. If you was a woman that lied about having three whole children, would you still marry her when you find out? Of course not. You know you wouldn't. So, Bosherini here. Okay, let me take some comment before we end tonight. What are the lessons for you personally? What did you observe? We have 15 minutes to take the lessons. So give me your lessons in the comment section if you want to jump in the studio. I did share my. This is a very, very unpopular show tonight. Wow. I cannot believe it. We don't even have 200 people. I wish I have cancelled it now, honestly. And I was tired though when I came back from church. I wanted to cancel it though, but I said no. I've already set it up and I've made so much noise about it. Okay, tell me what your lessons are. Bingbe said, I can guarantee it, but not all will not go ahead with that wedding. Yeah, and Marissa has autoimmune disease, so using birth control might not be good for her health. But he still didn't care. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, Ramsey is not ready. If Donald Trump become president, should people are voting in America now, right? If Donald Trump become president, they are going to deport him. I pray they deport him. He was very mean to Marissa. I didn't like what he did to her. And then I say, when a man shows you United Nations of red flag, pick your shoes up and run, run, kitty, 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 run. Mm. Film guy said, I watched the show because you said we should. I didn't watch any reality show. Oh, it's good. It's good. Some of this reality show like Love is Blind, you really get to see um you see how human relationships, romantic relationship, how they move from one state to the other. So film guy, if you saw how they were in the pods, from the pod when they saw each other. Let me give you an example. No, reality shows, not all of them. Obviously, there are a lot of rubbish reality shows, but this Love is Blind one, I've not watched it for a long time, but this one I did. Let me tell you where everything went wrong for Hannah and Nick. It was when they saw each other physically. So when they were in the pod, Nick D was selling himself. Was like, I'm a football player. I played professional football. You know, when your American football is rugby, right? That's what we call rugby in the UK. So Hannah was looking for a tall, very tall, gigantic man with all these abs, and that was looking like the Rock. Then when they showed up and saw each other, she saw that Nick D was looking so skinny. He was like, You say you're a football player. How do you look like this? That is when Hannah's hatred for him started. That's why I tell you that love is not blind. Nick was telling himself like, I'm a football player, I'm this and that. Hannah said she doesn't date any guy that is not 6 foot plus. And then she went and matched with Nick that said the football player that he sold her, the reality was different. Mhm. Yeah. I don't think a lot of the people that went on this season were ready for marriage. Yeah, the women were, but most of the guys were not. I didn't talk about the favorite couple that got married. One of the favorite couple, because there was nothing to talk about them, and that's Garrett and Taylor. Yeah, they are the best in this season. They are the best. I think they were absolutely loving. And guess what people say? Let me tell you what people said about Garrett and Taylor, because of how good their relationship was and how mad people are in 2024. The fans said that they were boring. The fans said that they were boring. Now, wow. So, a relationship that was pure and true. Yeah. Garrett did lie, but it was a white lie. It wasn't a big deal. I told you that gender has a problem with. We already know that the gender has a problem with accountability, but lies is also men lie. Men can lie too much. I'm not even gonna. No, let's not sugarcoat it. Lies, erotic budge. Lies. Yeah, they lie a lot. The fans said that Garrett and Taylor were boring because there was no drama in their relationship. Mhm. Yeah. And Anna said, fans are crazy. Their relationship was beautiful, and you see how he showed off her accolades to his parents. Igbo men have left the chat. Adana, don't start with this Igbo man thing, no. Don't start, Ejo. In my last show, I talked about how Igbo men were. A lot of women in Nigeria wanted Igbo men because we thought that Igbo men used to be the men that look after their wives, and they will pay everything and they will nurture their wives, and my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my Instagram has been blowing off with a lot of Igbo women saying Auntie B. That was back in the day. Oh. Igbo men these days, they're not doing that. A lot of them are not doing that anymore. I'm like, really? Oh wow. It's changed. That's what they're trying to tell me. That it's really, really changed. Mhm. A drive to the series said there's a story of women who choose to fight her husband battles against the ex-wife just to inherit baggage of responsibility. In paying child support as well as caring for him too. Okay, I'm lost. I don't know what you mean. Is this what we are discussing or this is another story? I don't know. Completely lost, my dear. Binkwe said the best couple from the season for me is Garrett and Taylor. So much beauty from both families. Yeah. Yeah. I think you see, that's why I say love is not blind. The reason why they were getting a lot of all that pushback, they are boring, is because Taylor is not completely white. Her mother is Chinese. So Garrett said he's always dated white girls. So a lot of fans would have preferred Garrett to be with. If it was Garrett was with a white girl, you would not see all that, But they had a lot of things in common. They matched emotionally, and I think they genuinely love one another. Yeah, they want the same thing. No wonder they got married. But we are waiting for the reunion, Sha. The reunion is on the 30th or thereabouts. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I have never had a live stream where I had only 184 people watching. This is actually wow. Okay. People don't watch these reality shows. I got it. Point taken, guys. Point taken. Point taken. So next Tuesday, we have a show and we are going to be talking about what we're talking about on Tuesday. We are talking about this issue of moving in or not moving in. I did post a video about it last 2 weeks, but I want us to have a discussion. So a woman said that she has a house. This happened in Nigeria. And she said they are going to get married. And she's worried whether the fiance is marrying her for money or is truly in love. Is he a gold digger or is truly in love? Because she has her own house. And the guy said, I can't live in your house. The guy doesn't have his house, it's rented. And she's saying that they are going to rent her house out and use the money from the rent to go and pay another landlord to rent their matrimonial home. Uncle, I don't understand. This is Nigeria, oh, not abroad. So, this issue about moving into a woman's house, so I want us to talk about it. Let's talk about it on Tuesday because it's very, very important because somebody has a house. You are marrying somebody. They have a house. And you say, because, oh, it's a woman's house, I don't want to move in there. But you don't have money to rent. Sissy and I were discussing this yesterday. Sissy was so angry when we were talking about this yesterday because I sent her the clip. And she was like, what? So now you are going to rent the house and use the money to pay rent to another person. Hmm. Hey, okay. We'll find out. Rapper Chick. I was just about to get out. Welcome, sir. Good
Auntie
evening.
B, you dey make me laugh.
Oh,
I- you say you say men are irolabi.
ìròyìn ti pọ̀ jù, ẹ má bínú, sir. With all due respect, sir.
You
With
know,
all due respect, Uncle Patrick, àwọn gender yín wọ́n pa Jésù.
you know, I didn't want to come up before, but you just dey make me laugh. this, this, this my sister don't kill our man. Hello.
Sir, I'm here, sir.
What I'm gonna say. I didn't watch this episode,
Yeah.
but the last one where this guy uh, messed up on the day of their wedding and said no, it wasn't going ahead. That really pained me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna say, even this online dating is good, but you still have to meet each other to know each other now. Getting to know
Yeah.
one another, which is very important.
Mm.
Internet just a kind of networking that you can network to get to know each other, but physically you still have to get along, know each other. I keep on telling people it's just like HR and the hiring manager.
Mm.
HR will bring people that are best fit for this job, looking at their resume. It's the hiring manager that will make the final decision. It is you, both of you, that will make the final decision. Whether love is not blind brought you guys together, you still have to live in reality.
Absolutely.
Getting to
Mm-hmm.
know each other. That's what I keep on telling people. It's a big communication.
Yeah.
Networking is good, but you still have to know each other. Is this guy worth it? Can I go? Let me give you an example. My office was used by somebody when I went on vacation. When I came back, I said, "What? What's this lady? Oh my God. Look at the way she messed up my office." I go, no, no, no. So if I don't, this is our first time of using for my office for more than 1 week. Like, are you kidding me? How would this lady ask be? So if you marry somebody that you cannot even stand living together, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
There's no point. No
And
point.
yes,
Mm.
love at first sight is good. That's why you can say
Yeah.
love is blind. This
Yes.
healed is so and so. When you get married or when you're together, the guy
Your
just sit
eye will
down.
open. Your eye will completely open.
And the guy just sit down. You are the one doing everything. He can't even carry trash. He can't. No, he can't do anything. He cannot. No. Well, your eye go open. You say love is blind. You go open eye by force.
My first, you
So,
responsibility. Responsibility. Open your eye, like Hannah said. What is your responsibility in life?
you, some people will turn you to a beast. You that was
Yeah.
you were a cool person. You will talk by force.
Mm.
What will come out from your mouth? This man won't kill me. Or this woman won't kill me. Everything go just I beg. And our background played a major role.
Mm.
So, Auntie B, love is blind at the first sight. I'm not gonna lie about that. This lady is beautiful. This guy is handsome. Look at his beard, tall. He has abs. This girl is cool. She speaks very good. She's gone to school. But not now. Those ones are good, but let's face reality, Auntie B. Let's face reality.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, that's
Thank
my
you.
contribution anyway.
Thank you very much, Uncle Patrick. We
Thank
appreciate you, sir. Eshe Goni.
Yes, ma'am. God
Have a
bless.
good afternoon, sir. God bless you. I love to auntie. Yeah, so love is not blind though. If you think love is blind, reality will open your eye. Real life will open your eye. It is well. So we're gonna talk about the situation of this a woman that said she's funding the marriage, she earns more, and she's suspecting that the man may be marrying her for money on Tuesday. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Have a good week ahead. Please give us a thumbs up. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Did you guys see a video on Linda Ikeji today? A man in Nigeria, they say he's a lawyer, that was really, really, really like descending on his wife. When I said descending, it was Mongo packing his wife. Seriously. Did you guys see it? They've deleted it now. I knew they were going to delete it. So I quickly saved it. I'm going to do a reaction to it. Ah! The level of abuse in our community. When I say that we've not scratched, we've not even scratched it. I saw it, I was traumatized. The children were there watching. This man cornered her. He cornered her and he started beating this woman. He told the children, one of the daughter and his two daughters, one of them when they were going, the man told, he said, go to your room, go to your room. Mommy and daddy wants to talk. But one of the daughter, because I'm sure that's not the first time as they were going, the girl was looking back. The level of abuse in our community, people, think about it. Oh, you have sisters. This is not a gender matter. It's not a gender war. It's about safeguarding. You have sisters, you have daughters. As I was just talking, I saw another video again of a man. This one is in the UK here. If you see the way he was panel beating. When I watched it, I told the sister, I said, this thing is, I can't. It's too much. May the Lord help us. Abuse is a no-no. Don't stay in an abusive marriage. If you are going through any kind of abuse, get out. Because ayeyi, bosheri, kokpemeji o. Life has no duplicates. Don't stay there and say, I'm staying for my children. I am staying for this. What will people say? Our church, our pastor say there's no divorce. Kinikon, kinikon. Ma cool down, nuni. And it doesn't write letter. Oh. If you stay in a situation like that, and it's not only you that will be impacted, it's your children. You are teaching your children, babe, this is normal, this is acceptable. So that video, Linda Ikeji deleted it now because I'm sure, because the guy saw, I don't know whether he knew that I don't think he knew it was being recorded. Maybe the woman planted that camera. He's been doing it. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. You see, anything that enter internet is never completely deleted. People have saved it. So, Kolon Bafuwa. Brotherhood, please. I don't care enough. And you know, both of these situations I'm telling you about is about cheating. When you find somebody else now that you like, and the one at home is not good enough now. Okay, you want to get rid of her or whatever. And she's saying, you have to. The woman, one of the one I'm talking about was saying, you have to you must respect me. And I was saying to the sister that shared it this evening, I said, this woman is saying to the husband, you must respect me, trying to snatch his phone from him. Even with all the beating, she was still trying to snatch the phone. You don't beg for respect. You don't beg anybody to respect you. The fact that he's putting his hands on you already tells you, babe, he does not respect you. Why are you saying you must respect me? Women, if somebody does not respect you, you respect yourself by removing yourself from the situation. But you stay there and say you must respect me. Every day you are dragging phone with him because he's talking to other women. My gender. I don't have any words. His love is blind we are talking about tonight. Eshe. It is well. Have a good evening. Have a good week. I love you guys. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on Tuesday night. God bless you. Have a good evening. Please like the video, subscribe, and share. Yeah. You can't respect is not something that you beg for. You don't ask for it. It's either somebody respects you or they don't. Shikena. It is well, oh. May God help us. Bye, guys.